Picture it. You're in Vegas, $25,000 suite at the Palazzo, partying it up for your friend's birthday. Kim Kardashian's there, Kanye West, Leonardo DiCaprio, Bradley Cooper, Q-Tip, Pharrell, Swiss Beats, Alicia Keys, the list goes on. A lot of celebrities, a lot of fun, and even Britney Spears pops out of the birthday boy's birthday cake. Chris Brown debuts a brand new song. Who is this birthday for? This 30th birthday celebration? A mysterious financier named Jho Low. Where did he get the money? Through a money laundering scheme where he stole money from the Malaysian government to fund his lavish lifestyle. If this sounds familiar, it is the story of Jho Low, which the book The $1 Million Whale was based off of. It's a really interesting story, not new, it's from 2018, but it gives a really great glimpse into the life of Jho Low. Hi, my name is Temni Wright, and this is Lawyering Behind the Scenes. Today we are going to talk about the scandal surrounding famous fugitive Jho Low. So if you haven't heard this story, it's actually not new. It's been around for a few years, but I think a lot of people haven't heard of it, maybe because, most of the events took place, or the impact took place in Malaysia, but a lot of it took place here in the US. It involves US celebrities, it involves a US movie, which we're going to talk about today, and it involves US law firms and financing firms, which ended up being liable for a lot of the things that happened. Jho Low is still at large, and today we're going to talk more about his money laundering scheme that he still hasn't had any consequences for because they don't know where he is. So who is he? He is a man from Malaysia, born into a fairly wealthy family. He attended boarding schools and was able to further connect with wealthy people. And he used the knowledge, the skills, the personality traits that he acquired through the years to foray all of that into meeting really important people and convincing them that he too was wealthy and an important financier. So the story starts is where he connects with the Prime Minister of Malaysia, and they decide to open a One Malaysian Development Berhad Fund. So you'll hear it called 1MBD. And the purpose of it was to borrow money to infuse economic development in Malaysia. So there's a lot of details, a lot that goes on that I'm not going to really get into. But today the focus for our purposes, is going to be how this money laundering scheme funded a movie about a financial crime. So I think it's so ironic that a financial crime funded a movie about a financial crime. So to start, we know Jho Low worked with the Prime Minister. He was given a lot of control over how to acquire the funds for the fund. And he worked with reputable organizations. Well, at that time, reputable, because they face liability now. But Goldman Sachs, White & Case, the law firm, and other reputable places were involved and turned a blind eye to the scheme. Goldman Sachs, in particular, got paid 10% for issuing the bonds, which is much higher than they normally would get paid. And I guess they still didn't think anything was wrong. It shows the power of executives within an organization to make decisions that ultimately led to consequences. And Goldman Sachs is still suffering the consequence for the scandal that happened. Part of the story that we're going to focus on today started where Leonardo DiCaprio and Warner Brothers won a bidding war against Brad Pitt and Paramount Studios for the rights to Jordan Belfort's book, The Wolf of Wall Street. Leonardo DiCaprio wins the bidding war, gets the rights to the film. He meets Jho Low and talks to him about the film at the 30th birthday party that I was describing earlier in Vegas with all the celebrities and just people partying it up. And then Granite Pictures, which is the producer, they decide to make the film. Wolf of Wall Street was a successful film. In the United States, it grossed $116.9 million. Internationally, it grossed $275.1 million for a total gross of $392 million. This made it Martin Scorsese's highest grossing film ever. One of the co-producers, Risa, was the stepson of the Prime Minister of Malaysia. Granite Films ended up pleading guilty, not admitting to any wrongdoing, but he had to pay $60 million to the US government. Jordan Belfort ended up suing Red Granite Pictures, saying that he didn't know, or it wasn't disclosed, obviously, that they were using money laundered funds to finance the film, and that he should be able to get out of his contract and shop around the sequel to the film that further tells his life story, which is an interesting twist on that. Belfort is also saying that the scandals surrounding the movies didn't allow it to live up to its full potential, and that he should be out of the contract for that reason. Malaysia dropped their suit that they had against the production company in exchange for them just returning assets. So they ended up pretty good. Leonardo DiCaprio also returned 3 pieces of artwork that he got from Jho Low as part of this whole settlement with the DOJ. And Jho Low is a fugitive still. He has not been caught. He has not faced any retribution. He said that he's being persecuted by the Malaysian government, and just he's letting the dominoes fall where they may. They're going after his father. They've gone after people at Goldman Sachs. They've gone after, obviously, Riza, the movie producer. So everyone has surrounded him. Some people are still at large, but a lot of people who were part of it, by not doing their due diligence, by not upholding their fiduciary duties, have had to pay a price, including the Prime Minister. But I don't know. I think it's minimal in consequences, even reputational consequences. And that's why I decided to share this story today.
Thank you for watching this episode of Alluring Behind the Scenes. Please subscribe and like, and I'll see you next time.